Nah, man. Okay. Can I hear me? Hear ye, hear ye.
Welcome to the Higgnz Lounge. This is your boy Jonny Cardone.
Yeah.
I got my boy Higga for sugar.
Yeah.
Right next to me. Well, this dude's right next to me, actually. You can't see me because of the Mecca. Let's change that. All right. This is for all you Arkansas heads. We're just going to get live, try to fill the chat up a little bit. We're going to play a little Mecca for you guys.
Can you hear me? Loud and clear. No, not
rabbit dog, rabbit dog, fucking with a rabbit dog. It's week 3 of the Mecca. This is your update, fellas.
Yeah.
It's the Arkansas competition. So just sit back and listen.
It was 16 when it started, now 5 of them gone. Welcome to Arkansas. This is Jonny Cardone, one of many characters.
But I'm not in the Mecca.
Just here to tell you all about
Eliminated contenders. Big Show hit the road.
Rush got touched, couldn't last 1 week.
But he still think he tough.
And send your location.
Sender's dead.
I'll never say your name on this microphone again. Big Moise with the dono could not pay his way. Sorry, sir, but the Mecca wasn't meant for you to stay.
Last but not least is my son X-Tick.
Got his ass whooped hard by Boston Nick.
Wasn't built for the Mecca.
Going to college, apparently. He needs to brush up.
What up, Keisha? Shout out. Thanks for rocking with us in the Higgnz Lounge. We're doing a little midday pod.
What's up, Keisha?
5 matchups set.
Guru won't sweat.
But when you make your videos, give Arkansas some respect. The battles this week are as follows. Boss and Nick gone against MMA Elo.
Millie Mills.
Brady touch first 2 set.
I'm hoping Touch gets touched because he act like a bitch.
Pro picks first Sally, but it's Jimmy the drunk. No more Mecca for bum picks, and I think he a punk. Union Jack attack against Billy Boy Briz. USA all day, but I ain't saying shit.
Rabbit dog, rabbit dog, fucking.
It's fucked up. It's got to sit right there, you know?
Wrap this shit up, cut all promo.
If you like the Arkansas, send a don't know.
What happened if I did this? It would still play. All right, yeah. Rabbit dog, fucking with a rabbit dog. A little rabbit dog to get us started.
You know, it's crazy, but you know how you hear a word that you never really heard before, and then after you hear it all the time.
It's like it set the matrix off.
Yeah, like the word rabbit. Right now, I just hear rabies. I even ask y'all, what the fuck is rabbit? What's a rabid dog? Like, dude, dog with rabies. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now.
It took you a minute to put that together.
Well, then now I hear the word. I heard the word today. I hear it all the time now. I hear the word rabbit. Like people make conversation and they use the word rabbit.
It's like some spark was sent into the universe, bro. And now the word rabbit is surrounding you. Well, for Higgnz, it's not. It's okay.
Not. I mean, who needs to use for one? Who needs to use
Mr. Arkansas needs to use that
except
shit.
Him. Yeah. I mean, but why would you need to use it? Because
animal control. I'm looking at a rabid dog.
They don't have rabies in their animal. When's the last time they detected rabies in an animal anywhere around here?
Oh shit, we had to look that. Had to do your Googles on that 70s. One.
Well,
we got a special guest in the Higgnz Lounge. We should introduce our guest, right?
Fuck that. Let them on. No. Yeah, Mr. Dillio, man.
Oh shit, you went last. He went government name and all.
Government name.
I was just gonna call him Market Mark or some shit.
And the Funky Bunch. Yeah.
Shout out Pat. What up, Pat? Shout out to Nova for the fire educator.
We just and now that you asked that question, see, I got expelled from St. Bernard. That's where I went. Nova.
Oh no.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time at Nova.
I also did
he was in
days at Nova.
He was in a special kids school.
He was like, "Fuck this! This ain't happening."
Dude, I was suspended. My mom made me go there when a hurricane was hitting, and I was like, "Mom, it's closed. Your ass is going." And I showed up there during a hurricane, and of course, nobody was there.
So was it SOS you had to go to?
Yeah. It was suspension on site.
Give me the light. Oh yeah. You get there like 4 times. So one of the things about getting suspended, since you never did go there, is they used to do fucked up shit. They make people do push-ups if they talk, or and you basically like was given work by your teachers and have to sit in this cubicle when you're suspended and do that homework all day. Now they had lunch, they got to feed you, But what they would do is, and everybody would always do it. Like the first time I had to go, they're like, bro, whatever you do, don't grab the chocolate milk. And I'm like, what the it's like, bro, don't grab the chocolate milk. And I didn't know why. But then when you go on the lunch line and you go on lunch and they get the milks in the car in the crate or whatever, they had like they always had like 2 chocolate milks in there. They were baiting somebody because I guess they tell you
Baiting how?
Like getting somebody to grab the chocolate milk. Like they let them know you can't have chocolate milk.
Why?
Because you're suspended. That's a treat, right? So,
come on.
Yeah. So the cops would tell you that, and then somebody would always grab the chocolate milk. It never failed, bro. Like, and they had to get down and do a bunch of push-ups, and it was.
Would they drink the chocolate? I would slam it. I would say, yeah, I'm gonna do your push-ups, and then I slam the chocolate milk. I'm like, yeah, I got I'm ready to go now. I got my protein.
Dude, I think it was even a bigger charge than that. Like you get like another day. If you grab the chocolate milk.
Crazy. It's basically like school in China.
And when I was in high school in Mississippi, we had corporal punishment, bro. So my parents, we talking 90. The title of the show today is 80's baby, 90's made me. So we're just gonna keep it on the 80's and the 90's, you know. But yeah, in the 90's, this was mid to late 90's. I would get spanked by a coach, bro. A coach you go in the fucking disciplinarian's office, bro. He had a paddle. You'd fucking put your hands on the table, bro, and he fucking spanked you with a paddle. 3 swats, bro. Real shit.
What kind of school was this?
A public school, bro.
In Mississippi?
Yeah, Pearl River Central High School, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it was a Mississippi thing, right?
Yeah, we had ISS. So you would sit in a cubicle all day, bro. You just do your work all day and just sit in a cubicle.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for in-school suspension. So you could either get a spanking or an in-school suspension. What? No go-home suspension. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of people just take the ass whooping. I don't want to. Why go sit in a cubicle all day?
Now, a lot of people didn't take the ass whipping. If you took the ass whipping, you were in a select few of people because you had to say, hey, mom and dad, y'all got to sign off on this.
Oh.
You know, unless your parents were like, we're signing this, and if you fuck up, you're getting your ass beat. You know, so, I was like, hey, mom and dad, I won't have to do suspension if y'all just sign this. You know, it was a way to advert other disciplinary action.
I'm assuming back in the day, they didn't have to ask permission. They just did that shit.
Like, I bet. I'm sure.
Like you just got the ass whooping. And
right. And that was the disciplinarian.
And nobody talked about it. You know, like whatever. But when did they still have that thing?
I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. There's no way, right?
In today's nature?
There's no way it would fly.
Yeah, like you can't get away with it.
No.
Even today with the
can't even say certain words. It's a liability now,
dude.
Should we just say all the words we can't say right now? Just as a big fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
George Carlin, that's his joke, bro. Bitch, ass, fuck, cunt, shit. Remember he had all the words you couldn't say.
Yeah,
he got a lot of trouble for that. He got attempted to get sued for that. They had another company that the FCC was suing because they played it. And it actually changed the rules of the game because they won. Like, I guess your freedom of speech, you know, they tried to attack him and he won. So his 7 cuss word joke changed the laws forever. I'm playing some sharing game.
תמיד חלמתי על משפחה גדולה. לא רק זה שאני לא יודעת.
Sometimes, well, hell yeah.
There it is.
Sometimes it's okay, but not all the time. And they're the only words that seem to have that restriction. I mean, there are a lot of words you can say whenever you want, you know. Pneumonia! Nobody gives you a lot of... All right, you can't yell it in the hospital a great deal, but what the hell? There are words that you can say, no problem. Topography! No one has ever gone to jail for screaming topography.
No one's tripping over topography.
There are some words that you can go to jail for. There are some words that we just have decided we will not say all the time. Sometimes, okay, if you're running through the jungle chasing somebody that we're at war with, you can holler them. If you're shooting a criminal, it's okay. It's the all-American thing. Dirty fucking crook. But if you're with the bishop's wife at lunch, it's better not to ask for the goddamn lettuce. You know what I mean? It's just like we've decided there'll be some words we won't say all the time. And I was just trying to find out which words they were. For sure. All of them. I wanted a list. Because nobody gives you a list. That's the problem. They don't give you a list. Wouldn't you think it'd be normal if they didn't want you to say something to tell you what it is? Nobody even tells you when you're a kid what the words are that you're supposed to avoid. You have to say them to find out which ones they are. Shit! Oh, fuck! That's two. Oh, Ma, that's enough trial and error.
I've tried a couple different ones.
Please, Ma, give me a list, huh? All right, you're 6 years old now. And here's the list of words your dad and I don't ever want to hear you say. Oh, hey, thanks, Ma. Boy, that's going to save me an ass kicking or two.
On the list. Oh, I thought he was going to call the list out.
Yeah, you never know what's going to be on the list. Because it's always somebody else's list. You didn't make that up. Somebody told you that shit. They told you better not say that. So you got to... And you don't know what's going to be on their list. God, people's lists even change from day to day. Some people on Friday night got a list, about 2 or 3 words. Sunday morning, goddamn, there's 27 words. These are the same people 2 days later. Different list. So you got to kind of watch out what you're going to believe from them. The trouble is, I was trying to find out what these words might be. And I wanted to know the ones that you could never say on television. I mean the filthy words that are always filthy. There are a lot of these little two-way, double entendre words that have 2 meanings, words that are okay part of the time. I call them like
quite the build-up, right?
Some of these words, they're only 50% dirty.
Storyteller.
You have words like ass. Ass is hardly even a dirty word anymore, but it has a few
It's
meanings
an animal.
that you can't say on television. That's what I was talking about. What can you say on television? That's another one of those places where we can't use these
As the
words.
great Super Dave would say, he
But
was.
some of them are all right some of the time.
Storyteller.
Ass is all right on television. You can say on television things like, well, you've made a perfect ass of yourself tonight. But you can't say, hey, let's go get some ass.
And then, like, the word
Bitch. Bitch is another word like that. Same kind of word. It's only dirty part of the time. Depends on what you mean by bitch. You might be the
I was
lady from the
watching
San
this
Diego
little
Zoo
kids
visiting one of the
cartoon. I
tonight
was flipping
shows.
through the
And you
channels
might
this
just
morning
have a bunch
watching
of little
this.
canines
It
with you
was
there.
like
One of them is a female. You say, there's
this
the
black
bitch, Johnny.
kids
That's okay,
cartoon.
fine. Just don't refer
And
to
I
the
was
singer.
surprised. This was today. They said, damn, homie. It was a kids cartoon.
Right,
you
right.
know?
Oh,
It's just-
yeah, dude, they've changed so much now. They got a huge hip hop influence. Like even Big Bird rocking rap music. They had Biz Markie, I think, was even on fucking
Biz Markie does it. I think is it Yo Gabba Gabba? It's so I don't want to
that's what it was.
Yeah,
He
I
was
think
on
that's the
one
name
down.
of it.
But
Yeah.
yeah, he was on kid shows. I mean, dude, that's on what's Big Bird's on what, PBS, right? Sesame Street.
Yeah, that's PBS.
That's a public broadcasting service which we pay taxes for. That's actually owned by the government.
Right.
That's what's been indoctrinating us
Oh yeah,
since birth, you know.
it's the programming.
Speaking of 90s, we were talking. The thing went out again. We were talking about Saved by the Bell last week. Yeah, see, they you know how they've been relaunching old shows because the 80s and the 90s had the best shit and they can't top it. Well, they made another Saved by the Bell show and it's terrible, dude. It's just like the acting is bad. Zach and Kelly and Slater, they all in it.
How you not?
And it's their kids. Like Zach's the governor of California.
Hey, I just want you to pay attention, bro. Rest in peace, Screech. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what I was getting at. Screech
Hey, we
died.
threw it up on the screen, bro. I'm already there. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Rest in peace to the curly headed Jew.
Hey, man, Screech dying fucked me up, man.
It is.
What?
It did. A lot
You
of
didn't see
people
that
died.
coming?
Well,
He was a wild dude. He got charged for stabbing somebody, bro. He was on.
I'm not worried about all that. I'm just thinking.
I'm just saying he was on a rough road. He was on a rough path, you know.
No shit.
Yeah, bro.
He-
That's what he was playing with death like it was around the corner for sure.
It's just making me realize my shit's around the corner too.
Oh yeah, you
I'm
lucky to
turning
be
40 in a couple days.
Oh, we made it, bro. We the lucky ones, you know.
You don't
That's
think
how I
about the
feel.
ones who actually raised you like that. Like how many times you seen Screech every day of the week? You know what I'm saying? Every day on the TV. You get home from school, Screech, Saved by the Bell. You know, like
Yeah.
I used to watch that every day when
I was a
got home.
Kelly fan myself.
Oh yeah. She was after narrowing it down. I thought about it.
Number
after we
one.
talked about
Who was your
it.
number one Saved by the Bell
Yeah.
chick?
Oh,
Kelly?
Oh yeah, Kelly. Kelly was
Delio? I already know what Delio's favorite one was, but go ahead, tell us.
Okay, so it was Kelly until the other one made that movie where she showed.
Oh,
her tits, and then it was-
Showgirls.
Huh? What was it called?
Showgirls.
Oh God, yeah.
Jessica.
That little freak.
Dude, we talked about this last week. We
After
had
she
the whole-
made Showgirl, she was
number
all
one?
in. Yeah, oh fuck.
I
yeah.
thought you were gonna say Lisa Turtle,
No, that chick's all fucked up, man.
but she was in How High. She peaked out in How High
She
with
was in
Method
How
Man and
High?
Redman.
I didn't even know she was in
Dude,
How
she done got her skin bleed. She's
in How High,
fucking
bro.
nuts.
Yep, she's Method Man's love interest in the movie, bro.
Oh, well, you seen that? Yeah, you were saying how she went crazy or whatever, right?
Hollywood does
Like
that
you
to
seen
people,
that shit
bro.
with Dr.
Yeah,
Oz, how she had the
yeah,
white hair.
I read
Well,
it.
She ended
I
up
watched it or whatever.
doing research because, like I said, we talked about this last week and looked into it. Well, she went on Dr. Oz and made that statement because they found out they were making a new show. And now that they made the new show, she made amends with them. And Dr. Oz was part of helping her get her shit straight to get back on
She was
the
all
show.
had hurt feelings that she wasn't invited on the show.
Right. And I think it was because what she was going through. You know what I'm saying? Because she had what you look for?
The lighter.
Oh, he stole it. He keeps that thing close. Yeah, she ended up getting diagnosed with like
Bipolar
paranoid,
or something.
bipolar schizophrenia, like something along those lines. Remember her hair was white. I don't think she had white hair. She didn't dye it that color. I think she lost.
I thought her skin was bleached. So like she started getting like whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's sad to hear, but supposedly she's back on track. She's on the show, and but the show's terrible, dude. And we're talking about indoctrination. I was saying they have a chick on the show who is a transvestite.
On the Saved by the Bell as a character?
Is a transvestite.
Whoa, this podcast just took a wild turn. On that note, the link is in the chat. If anybody wants to come in on trannies on Saved by the Bell, links in the chat for the homies. Anybody who wants to come drop by and maybe join in on the conversation.
That could get real political because it's like a teenager. So
Time out. Pull this tranny up, bro. I gotta see this shit on Saved by the Bell.
Look at YouTube. Yep. One of the characters is a transvestite.
How the fuck you know all this?
He's got children, number one. But it's it's what's being put in front of their generation. So you got to be aware of their pop culture, right?
Y'all fuck with the Cobra Kai?
Yeah,
Higgnz does.
Oh, that shit's fire.
I watched like the first 8 or 9 or
And you
something.
didn't like it?
No, I was like, it wasn't great. I just kept going. Then I was like, I faded. I was like, man, fuck this. I'm out.
Yeah, no, it's dope. I watched what they got 3 seasons. Yeah, I ended up watching that 3rd season in one day, bro. But it wasn't like sitting in front of the TV. I had the phone.
That was fucking great.
You know what,
80s,
bro?
one of the greatest movies of all time.
I'm playing producer right now, bro.
We ain't
gonna entertain this bullshit.
All you gotta do is a transvestite on the new Saved by the Bell.
You just want to see.
I gotta see it for my own fucking eyes.
Man.
Saved by the Bell transgender.
Yeah.
Look,
This is gonna be like
They gotta have
Is transvestite even an acceptable word now?
So, but I guess the point of us bringing this up.
What is it called? It's
Transgender?
Oh.
She's so young that it's like for me in such a short time that she's like evolved so
Correct,
so
correct.
fast.
And-
I find it so fascinating.
and has a producer
Oh,
credit
oh,
on it as
that's
well.
her right
For
now.
any
What?
of you Saved by the Bell fans
Which
out
one?
there, a reboot
One
is
of
on the
them
way with a very 2020 twist.
One of
And
them
E! News
three.
has confirmed that the new version of the 90s show will star former Disney actor Josie Tota, who appeared in Jessie as well as NBC's Champions, Marvel's Spider-Man: Homecoming, and in 2018 came out as transgender. Now, Josie will star alongside Marla Lopez and Elizabeth Berkley as they reprise
Now,
their
is
roles
she a
as
real
AC
transgender?
Slater
Is
and
that what-
Jesse.
Whoa, look at fucking Jessie, bro. She's looking rough.
Definitely smash.
Beautiful, sharp-tongued cheerleader and the most popular girl at Bayside High, who is both admired and feared.
The
by
most
her
popular
fellow
girl at
students.
Bayside High, bro.
Yeah, no, this is I'm
And
such a
boy.
big fan of Saved by the Bell.
Most popular girl
Yeah.
and boy, all in one.
But
Fucking
I've never
Superman.
watched Saved by the Bell.
You were
I
saying that
can't
earlier. and
Huh.
I can't believe it.
Interesting.
Can you imagine
I
that?
really can.
This is where
And
we've
I
come.
think it's, I think
And that's one of them?
Okay. No.
That's not
Okay.
the show.
All right.
That one they showed with the blonde hair, the little
Right,
short-
Yeah, we got
but
it.
I was
We
just
got
like,
it. We understand.
So they made it. I watched the half of the first episode, and in the episode, they made it clear to let everybody know the way the script's written, like, you know, because she's a transgender. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, your children are being exposed to it, like, and they got to make a decision whether they're gonna accept it or not. So if they choose to not accept it, they're gonna be going against the grain.
Right. Well, it's normalizing, and this is the thing. These people aren't adults yet, right?
That's
So,
what's
like,
scary, bro.
You know how you were when you was a teenager.
Oh,
You
didn't
thought
know
you
shit
had it
from
fucking-
Shinola.
and you thought you had it figured out, right? I mean, for whatever.
I didn't put
reason-
on dresses, but I
I
mean,
know.
I was trying to get in some dresses. I might have ripped a couple off or aggressively took a couple dresses off.
Right.
Whoa. What's the statute of limitations going on?
Outside of like some serious medical needs that shouldn't even, you know, if your child comes to you and tell you they want to be a different sex, like, slow down. First, we need to figure out why. You know what I mean? Like, what is going on in your life right now that you
No problem, little Johnny. You believe in reincarnation?
yeah, like,
Maybe in next life.
And you know, this is one of the reasons I didn't have kids, because I knew we'd be raising them in some wild times. I used to always say it when I was a kid, you know, but you got them, you know, you got the children.
right.
So these are parental problems.
And,
Man.
and the one thing that doesn't really bother me is the fact of them being experiencing that, because, you know, like, my kids ain't gonna. I'm good. I'm good on my end. I'm pretty.
'Cause you did what you were
I got a
supposed to
son
do.
who's 5, but I don't see him wearing dresses.
Well, see, the
he's a
parents
boy.
in California, especially, they normalize the shit and they encourage it. Like what you know, like if two lesbians adopt a baby or have a magic baby by a science, they'll promote that child to go that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we can't be doing that, bro. Like that's not.
I mean, it's playing God.
Yeah, it's like
you know,
doing that
that's how I look at it. Just like, I mean, abortion, bro. I'm not up for abortion. I mean, I know some people got raped and there's different stories, but like I think it's still playing God. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Right. And one thing that gets me about the whole thing is, like, I coach youth sports, right? Right now, they're trying to push transgenders to be able to play sports. Like, if you consider yourself a girl, then you play girl sports. They're like, this is like executive orders they're trying to push on the country. And to me, it's like, dude,
They're trying to blur the lines of gender,
Right.
bro. That's what it boils down to, right?
right.
Why? But what, you know, that's when the rabbit hole begins. Put the clip, like that's when why?
Right.
Why are y'all trying to influence culture? Why what is this social engineering about? What's the end game?
Exactly.
Yeah, they
Who's
destroyed
in-
women's sports.
Babies in a lab is the end game. AI, humans interacting with AI. You should see that the AI sex robots that like Korea and Japan have developed, because those people are so lonely and live singular lives and just work their asses off for the fucking government that they work 60, 70, 80 hours a week. They don't have time to
That's
meet
their
people.
companion.
They have men whorehouses where women go to get fucked in Japan, bro.
What?
Straight up, bro. Yeah, you remember. I was looking at I was like, this was probably 10 years ago. I was like, fuck. He was like, the Yakuza gonna take you out. But I was like, bro, how dope would that be?
Next.
Yeah, give me some money.
Coaching girls youth sports and having them work as hard as they can. You know the difference between a boy and a girl. Dude, I saw an interview the other day where you have a guy who's I think it was the UFC referee that was saying he knows
on Rogan's
Yeah,
show. Yeah,
he
man, he
knows-
was a fighter pilot, bro. That's a
Right.
good. I didn't listen to the whole show, but I
he
listened to him.
knows many fighters right now that if you let them change their gender to win a title, they will do it because they're not going to get it as a man. And they will go to the doctor right now and turn themselves into a woman just to win that title.
That's what he believes.
That's what he said. Yeah, he believes it.
I don't
know if I could co-sign that.
I mean, maybe there's one crazy out there, but I can't see a bunch of people trying to.
And it's happened in the past, like where they've done that in other sports.
Who's that?
Check this out.
Dawn?
This has been going on.
We're making Dawn laugh. Shout out Dawn. She's LOL.
Dawn? Well, this has been going on for as long as the Olympics been around. I was listening to a woman who was who performed in the Olympics. She said that when you go to the Olympics, you actually have to take like a gender test and shit like that. And they why? Because she said she asked the question and he said way back in the day in history, when men used to dress up as women just to win.
That's fucked up, bro.
Yeah. So back in the old Roman times, yeah, when the Olympics first started, dude, they would dress up as women and go out there and dominate
and compete as women.
Just to win, bro. Yes, just to win. That's how long it goes back. I mean, this is ancient bullshit. This is crazy. It's nuts.
Sneaky little bastard.
A girl cannot compete.
OMG. Dawn is OMGing at this conversation. It's shocking to her.
Yeah, we dropping knowledge on them. And like my daughter wanted to play tackle football in 8th grade. I'm like, you're not doing that. Now, if you wanted to play at 7 and 8 years old, hey, that's different. But you want to go out there and play football, y'all all under puberty right now, hormones are kicking in. You're gonna know what it's like to get hit. You know what I'm saying? You think you've been hit before. Like
your daughter don't want to play football with no boys. No, but I'm saying once she does,
it's all right.
The first day of practice, she gonna come home and be like, nah, that ain't it, Chief.
Yeah. Now, I would say first day because she'll keep going. You know, she's that kind of person. Like her ego getting away. Like I gotta figure this out. But it's not. I don't think it's so much with the people that she would know at practice. It's that game when you actually put a hit on a boy who you don't know at another school, and you don't know how to put your head on a swivel. They're gonna take you out. You know what I'm saying? Like
in middle school, both the running backs in my middle school, both their legs got broke in practice. And they were good running backs. Right. Like kids are getting their legs broken in practice.
Yeah, I remember Jason got his collarbone broken in the game.
Dude, Mirabelle and I think or some
Jason Hartman.
I can't remember.
I remember. Shout out all the running backs from Chalmette Middle. Taking it back to the 9-5. You heard me?
Broke his collarbone playing football, and he broke his wrist.
I thought I broke my fucking collarbone at one point, but I was straight.
But look, Dawn.
You play bad.
No, I played for Vista, like younger, like 12, 13. I was remembering a catch. I got like one of the only catches I made was right here around the corner at Kenilworth. Jermaine Joseph was sticking me, and the quarterback threw the ball, and it bounced off his helmet, and I caught the motherfucker. I was like, "Holy shit!"
I got it.
It landed in my hands.
Dude,
so look. We'll go to Dawn's comment real quick.
Okay.
Dawn just wanted to chime in and say, let us know they're letting transgenders in the military. Like it's cool. You can rock like that. You can rock out with your cock out, but you ain't got to put it out. You can hide it.
Did you see
sneaky? They call that a sneaky Peter.
You saw the new health director, huh? The assistant director.
Oh, it's transgender or something.
Yeah, she's a transgender, but she don't even. I mean, like she don't even look like she takes care of herself. That's the problem. Like she looked rough, bro. Like,
I didn't even see. You know me, bro. I don't look at the shit.
Like, dude,
I get all my news from you. You are my news source.
So out of health, you know, and then I don't know. It's nuts. Like they put in. It's weird because like they put all these people in office. There's people who he hires who are just as soon as they came in, they just trying to steamroll this shit on us. Like they're trying to hurry up and wipe away the last 4 years as fast as possible. That's what it feels like. You know
that's 100% what's happening.
because they were doing that. Like all of this stuff was being talked about during the Obama administration, but it never did come into fruition. And
Right, so they just pay you. Yeah, I mean, this was Obama's fucking vice president. So if you think the people that were controlling Obama are gone, nah, they ain't went nowhere. You know.
And we moving straight out of the 90s, 80s, 90s.
But was it the same people controlling Trump, and he was just better at selling the lie? You know what I mean? That's what I believe.
Well,
you know.
I think, like I said, I think he was just a person who wanted his own deep state. You know what I mean? Like he had the votes to do it. You know, he wanted his own team.
He wanted to create his own,
right? His own
secret society, elite circle. I get what you're saying. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm just thinking about the 80s, man. I'm thinking about, I wish I could just go back to the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's all. I say it all the time, man. I'd do anything to go back to the 80s, man. It was such a
And I would
time.
do anything.
You know what TV show really did a good job of filling that nostalgia? You ever watch Stranger Things?
I watched that show too, and it got a lot of like the little stuff, like the shirt, like yeah. But I didn't like the show.
You didn't like the show?
No, I thought it was
and I'm
stupid.
not talking about that. But
Just the stuff in it,
nostalgia,
yeah.
like everything about it.
Hold on. They made a baseball movie. You remember how they had Dazed and Confused, right? The 70s?
Uh-huh.
Well, they made an 80s version of Dazed and Confused. I have to look the name of it. I can't remember the name of the movie. And it's basically it's like Dazed and Confused, but it's a bunch of baseball players, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like on campus, and it's like a one-day dude. That movie.
Anybody watching, type it in the chat if they know the name of that movie.
I'm gonna find it.
Where are you guys at? I'm in Missouri. So sorry, don't like Biden. He sucks. Oh, I don't want no malarkey.
I don't think anybody really.
Well, if you don't like Biden, Higgnz is cooking up.
80 million people like Biden. Like 81 million people voted for that.
We down here in just outside of New Orleans, Louisiana, New Orleans metro area, place called St. Bernard Parish. You're in Missouri, so shout out to you for listening.
I've been to Missouri before, but I met people.
Is Dawn a fan of the music? Is that how?
Possibly,
huh? I don't know how you find us, but thanks for rocking with us, Dawn.
Thanks for rocking with us. We might be we're probably friends on Facebook. I made friends with a lot of people in the Midwest.
Okay.
Over the last 2.5 years or whatever. So, going to Indiana and Kentucky.
But yeah, I mean, I don't see how anybody could like Biden, Dawn. You know, how could you like that dude? He's a total weirdo. I've seen enough of the videos,
right.
you know.
And this isn't even about Republican or Democrat.
This is just about likability.
Right.
Yeah.
He's not a real likable guy. Like he just feels
At
like
all.
he's full of shit. Even more than now, like all of them. I don't know. I think he's in 40s right now. I know it was 41 the other day. I saw executive orders he signed. 41. And what that does is basically just bypasses Congress and shit. Like,
shout out Big Show. Thanks for tuning in. He said what happened to my face. Shit, my parents made me this ugly, bro. I don't know what happened to it. I shaved my beard off, man. I was trying to trim it, and shit happened. So
Big Show is on YouTube right now. We're currently on Facebook, the Higgnz Facebook page, on my personal page too, and we on YouTube all at the same time.
Back to high school.
The Back to High School look, yeah.
That's the back to. Yeah, I'm trying to get fresh. Shout out Big Show. If y'all want to check, Big Show got his channel out. He's on Twitch. He's got some dope shit going on. He does game, and Big Show's out here. He's making picks. He's sticking and moving. Big Show's a good guy.
I told him about it for Christmas. I was going to look for like a transform. I don't know, whatever. My son wanted something that we never put under the tree yet for him. So I was on the aisle looking for it, dude, and they had He-Man toys on it. That they bringing that back. They brought G.I. Joe.
That's so crazy, man. Because I guess I don't remember when, but somebody's like, "Man, He-Man was gay." You ever looked at He-Man? And all that?
There's YouTube videos.
Did you hear how
the hair?
But go back and watch this shit. It'll fuck you up.
I never thought about
Right?
it like
These
that.
people go, dude. He talks gay. He acts gay. He sounds gay. It's crazy.
I
bro.
don't want y'all to ruin He-Man for me
It's
though,
fucked.
because I don't have a gay image of He-Man, so I just want to keep my cool image of He-Man, bro. You trying to ruin
No,
us.
bro. Somebody told me, and
You ain't gonna ruin my 80s nostalgia, bro. I ain't gonna let you.
Your boy from
He-Man was a man.
Your boy from Rocky 4 played He-Man in the movie, and it didn't take off. That movie, I thought that movie was good.
I forgot they even made a movie.
Right, I remember they made. I remember the movie. And hey, dog, we'll let you shout the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. Shit, I mean, I'm a betting man, so you know my money's on Tampa. I think Tom Brady's gonna win the bowl, so that's how I feel.
Put money on it, I would put my money on Tampa, but I'm rocking with you, Don. I ain't putting any money on it, so.
Well, Higgnz is shouting for the Chiefs to win the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
I want the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl.
No, fuck what you want. Who do you think? You a fucking football guy, bro.
I'm putting money on the Chiefs. I think
I everybody is. Right. That's why it's fucking that's why it's obvious that's not the team to pick because everybody's saying it.
This is the thing. I don't think
right.
I think if there's any team right now that can stop
Tampa,
beat them,
Tom fucking Brady.
Tampa can. The issue with Tampa is that you put together this all-star roster that never had time together, never built any continuity, never, you know what I'm saying? So they didn't know where each other was out on the field, so they struggled in the beginning of the season. And we're talking about like A1 wide receivers. They could be both wide receivers will be a number one wide receiver on any team they go on. So,
what does that say?
Tampa Bay
minus
9.5.
Minus 9. What line is that? You teasing them all the way up like that? You think they're gonna win by 10? Plus Patrick taking time out. Well, that's okay. That's yeah. Dawn saying Patrick's taking time out. Big Show saying plus so Big Show he's a gambling guy, so he the line is probably 3.5. So Big Show did a 6-point teaser because he thinks fucking Tampa Bay is gonna beat him by at least 10 points.
That's wild.
And the payout is plus 425, meaning $100 wins you 425. So breaking down some gambler shit for you non-gamblers out there.
The only way you're gonna get that happen, in my opinion, Big Show, is if somebody like Tyreek Hill gets COVID the day before the Super Bowl or whatever. You know, somebody who's. So
you going at Big Show? Big Show's tripping. No, go at that motherfucker. Big Show Higgnz says you tripping, dog. No, Big Show, what you smoking on? I know Big Show smoking on something out there.
Tight ends that could be number ones on any team they go on. You know what I'm saying? And it was Gronk. Gronk kind of struggled in the beginning of the season also.
And I'm a huge Chiefs fan.
He's going, that's serious.
But is he doing the Pat fucking method to where no matter what, you happy?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what Big Show, I fucking figured you out, you bastard.
So he can feel
Get
good
that
about
fucking.
I got a friend that does that shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He don't give a fuck if he loses 500 if his team wins. He's like, I don't care.
I can't get that logic, bro.
You have to put in where you feel like, fuck, I lost this money.
Can I explain the whole theory? Come on, hey, the link's in the chat. If you need me to drop it, let me know. But the link should be in the chat.
Taking out a 43-year-old. And that's the thing. Is this the kind of show? Is this what they putting on for us? Where the new goat takes out the old goat? You know what I'm saying, or whatever the bee. What they call that when the guy kills the queen bee or whatever takes over? Like isn't that some shit?
I don't think there's a name for that.
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like right. So
I can't smoke cigarette here. Huh? No way.
No, go out there.
I can.
Yeah.
I can smoke outside. All right.
You can smoke. No, you can't smoke.
Well, no, I didn't know. I don't want to fucking open the door and shit.
You can't smoke out there either. Can I go by the tree? No. Nope. Bad for the environment.
Oh man, you're making me think, bro. I'm going back. I'm in the 80s right now. This
I know we gotta go back
because me and you went to school together in the 80s, dude.
Right.
We went to school.
Dude, I'll go smoke the cigarette.
No, bro.
I want to tell you something. I just thought about something, which is probably you not even remember this. I remember it.
Well, while we wait, is Big Show gonna come explain his theory? I don't fucking know, but
all right, so
we'd love to have him.
You got Leonard Fournette. Leonard Fournette is the beast, bro. Like they basically got an all-star roster Pro Bowl type roster that finally playing together with the best quarterback, 6 Super Bowls under his belt. So he's been there, done that. But I can easily see Chiefs winning. I can see paste is one down right there. And Chad. I could see the Chiefs winning for sure. Like, it can go either way. I think what's going to happen, I think coaching, there's going to be something that's going to change the momentum. There's going to be a huge momentum swing, and whoever's way it goes is going to hold the rest of the game.
Okay, well, Big Show typed his explanation. I put the link in the chat, but he's just going to fucking... So I'll let you go read it. Higgnz is going to read it.
Braves go to the World Series. Heat go to the finals. Lightning win the Stanley. Royal Rumble in Tampa Bay. Well, WrestleMania in Tampa Bay. Super Bowl is in Tampa Bay. Tom Brady's 10th Super Bowl, so I'm taking 9.5. Super. Hey, that's it. It's a good philosophy. And I bet you
So this goes into my theory. Sorry. You want to go?
No, but
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Even is thinking about what he's just stated
right. Because this aligns with a theory I have on teams winning championships, as far as it's like an investment for the city to boost their economy, right? It really is. So because this is all a business, so that's why I've never really been a bettor, because I've always felt it's rigged. You know,
how many people are they letting in the Super Bowl?
I don't know, man.
What's the attendance? Does anybody?
You guys be live when it on, so we can part. Oh, she wants us to do a Super Bowl live stream. Hey, I don't know about that one. We were thinking about we've. I was a part of a very dope live stream for XMMA's inaugural event. I did it from right here in the Higgnz Lounge, and that was a good time, man. That was a good live stream. Shout out to Mr. Arkansas. He got over 5,000. It's probably close to about 6,000 views for that live stream, man. And I've never commentated, so that was our first time commentating. So you got to work out some kinks, but we might do something like that.
I remember. Yeah, I want to do it. I'll be here.
I'm a great commentator.
Mark is a great commentator. I've watched many games with him, and Mark is fucking good at commentating, bro, funny, for sure. Funny. He's definitely the color commentary, you know?
He's Al Michaels. No, I was just thinking about this when you saw the 80s and you talk about us going to school together. You probably, I remember this because I'm thinking about the first time that I met you. I remember calling you Mike forever.
I almost feel like I might remember that a little.
Dude, it's weird. And then I don't know if you said my name was Mark or so, one day it clicked. But I just remember calling you Mike all the time.
Right. The fucking man.
4 years old. 4 and 5 years old.
I can't. Yeah.
That was fun.
Tyler Clark, the tunnels. It was crazy. The tunnels.
The 3 little tunnels.
Yeah.
We used to climb. Yeah, that was everybody wanted to.
What the fuck was up with the chocolate milk in a bag? That shit was so fucking stupid.
That was an environmental thing because of the cardboard issue.
That's what I remember that.
Yeah, you had to stab the top of it. Right?
That shit was so
stupid. And if you hit it wrong, it would make a mess and shit. Like.
Yeah, that was so weird.
It was like it was like
breast implants.
That's what I was thinking. Chocolate milk and a breast implant. That's what it felt like. But plastic. Here's the deal: like with plastic and cardboard. Why would? I guess because cardboard is made from trees. Maybe that's why.
I don't know. At least cardboard is more biodegradable.
That's what I'm saying.
Than plastic, right?
Yeah, like now you got all this plastic floating around in the fucking ocean because of all them damn milkshakes that chocolate milks we drink at that time.
Shout out to the turtles.
They still out there.
Fuck, dude, that shit drives me nuts right now. They don't give you a straw anymore. You have to ask for a straw.
Hey, is there something I could expand that, bro?
What are you doing with it?
I blow it up or not?
I don't. I don't have a click on.
I don't want to jump. I'm jumping back to something because I was smoking a cigarette outside. I heard y'all talking about. You mentioned Leonard Fournette, right. And I think he is one of the keys to the Super Bowl. And I think he's fucking fired up because nobody's talking about him. Everybody's talking Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Tom Brady, Gronk, everybody. Nobody's mentioning Leonard Fournette. I really believe that guy could average 15. he could rush for 1,500 yards a season if he wanted to. I don't think he gives a fuck. But I always said if he gets to the Super Bowl, he's gonna run over motherfuckers.
Right.
And he's gonna drop fucking head and he's gonna run over some motherfuckers in this Super Bowl, bro. That dude is the truth, bro. I watched him at LSU.
He's got the illest spin move.
That move in the Green Bay game was cold, dude.
Right. He used to do it week after week after week in LSU, and you knew he was gonna do it.
He's got his money now. He don't care, but he's gonna care in this game. And I don't know if he's gonna get a whole lot of touches, but you better believe he's gonna fucking run over some people.
Okay, well, so hold on real quick. We're gonna John. He said, Johnny, can you pull up the logo? So I pulled up the WrestleMania logo, and this is you got. Did you miss what Big Show said about the Lightning won the Stanley Cup? Did you miss that, or you caught
I missed that?
Okay. Everything right now. Tampa Bay's winning.
Yes, I know. One of my friends lives in Tampa Bay, and he's a big fucking sports gambler.
This was Big Show's theory, and then he says, pull up the WrestleMania logo. And it's like it's foreshadowing is what Big Show is doing. Dawn's still laughing. I'm glad you're here laughing, Dawn. What's big? If anybody's gonna get behind my galaxy brain theory, it's you guys.
You know it.
Is that a compliment?
I got
you motherfucker.
I got a galaxy brain theory for you right now. Out of all states across the country, which one is the most open? Texas and Florida. So which one would they make?
Mississippi's pretty open,
but they don't have football.
Right. Oh, okay.
But knowing ahead of time, 3 or 4 years ahead of time, that we're going to be releasing a pandemic. We're going to be under a pandemic when this Super Bowl hits. We're going to open Florida up.
I don't know about that.
Because that's where you're going to get the most money. The more you get, the most attendance.
Let me see that bag of CBDs. I'm just basing this off of what you're saying right now.
I want to see what the fuck's in there. He wanted to go down the rabbit hole. That's the rabbit hole.
Big Show, I'll go down that rabbit hole with you, bro. I'm with you, Big Show.
Because it's all about money.
They planned the pandemic around the Super Bowl. I'm not buying it.
Oh no, I didn't go that far. Higgnz went too far. I didn't go that far.
You mean they're playing the Super Bowl around the pandemic? I guess.
Yeah, but you said if they planned it 3 years out,
right?
You said some shit.
Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because when Tampa gets a Super Bowl, when Tampa gets awarded the Super Bowl, these decisions are made 3-4 years ahead of time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No. Real shit. Yeah. Tampa been knowing they were going to get the Super Bowl.
I should have reiterated that.
Right.
That's why. When you bid on a Super Bowl, you bid years out.
Yeah, spread the love around.
Well,
that's why they let Cleveland win a little playoff game, let them wet their beak a little bit, get their fans re-engaged. They've been suffering long enough. They're like, okay, you fuckheads.
Next year they'll be 3-13.
Yeah.
The coach gets fired.
They just need to let Saints win one. That got everybody on board for
I'm still not over it. I saw an interview yesterday with Sean Payton on Good Morning Football, and they asked him how he was feeling. He's like, I'm excited. Super Bowl week. What the fuck? I'm not excited. I'm still hurt about this shit, motherfucker. How the fuck you excited?
Oh, I'll tell you how. Fucking $75 million in his fucking bank account. Every fucking breath he takes, he gets excited.
Shout out 2 cents.
And next year he gets a new quarterback. Breeze ain't made his decision yet, but dude, I can't.
Dude, they need to make that fucking decision for him. Be like, look, you're done. You're fucking done.
It's sad. What are we waiting on? He's 2 years.
I'm not fucking waiting on him. Fuck him. It's over, bro, for him.
Well, and it was the same thing last year, because last year they let him take as much time as you need. Tank it out. The team's yours. I mean, you're gonna keep doing this until he's 60. You know what I mean? Take as much time as you need. Eventually, you got to tell him, hey, bro.
I really don't think he's going to retire, and I'm going to tell you why. Athletes don't. Yeah, he threw them 3 picks, and it's hard for that to be your last game, to know you had a fucked up, sad last game,
He's made no official statement, right?
No, he hasn't yet.
Right.
And they said he's going to, in a week or two, you're going to find out. That was the last thing I saw, which was yesterday. Let's say he does come back, all right? You have to figure out what the hell we're gonna do. He can't play a full season, but he can. And when he's healthy, when he's 100%, he's just as good, except for getting the ball downfield.
Right, that's a big part of it.
They have to have another quarterback that can play regular season football and win games for us on a consistent basis to get us in the tournament.
He's been laying eggs in the playoffs, man. I don't know, you know.
But
He's done. He's over the hill. He's maxed out. He ain't Tom Brady.
All right, so he wasn't 100. Here's the excuses, I guess. He wasn't 100% yet because of the ribs, and he had a fucked up foot too that they didn't talk about. They didn't let anybody know his foot was fucked.
You don't think the game's passed him by?
Oh, I think the game's passed him by. He still got it. What it is he's got it mentally. Like nobody can.
He just doesn't have the arm strength. That's the problem. That's what he's missing, the arm strength. That's what he's missing.
That's it. It's like you go outside and try to dunk right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it's over. Yeah.
It ain't happening. Like,
right.
You know what you want.
Brady's just a bigger dude. That's how he's able to. He's still got a little more arm strength left. I mean, Brady's lost some arm strength too, but he's just a bigger man, so he's been able to generate more power. You know.
Yeah, because his
not that
arm
big.
does not look like it lost anything, bro. Like he's throwing heat.
He's lost. It's lost. It probably lost a couple miles an hour. It ain't right. You know, but it's not.
But
it's enough though. He still got enough.
With Aaron Rodgers.
So
who's got the bullet? You know
piggybacking on Big Show, he says that bet they canceled it. He had a $25 bet on that, and my bookie. I don't know if he might be saying the website or his bookie can't. It's probably mybookie.com or AG or whatever canceled his bet. So he's like, that seems even fishy to me, right? He's like,
well, they did it.
They should have took that bet. Doesn't even make sense. That's the bet.
Maybe it does make sense, is what he's saying.
They did him like Robin Hood did us last week in the
right.
stock market.
Exactly. That's what he's saying. I'm with you, Big Show, but I don't fuck with online. I go to the casino and put my bets down. So you braver than me, but my buddy's a sports bettor here. He'll put some big duckies down, and he ain't never been on the motherfucking internet gambling.
Nah, if I was betting a little bit of money, $100 or something, I'd be like, okay. So if I get fucked or something, it's $100. But if I'm betting 5,000, it's got to be at the casino.
Oh yeah,
I don't trust these because I don't trust these online.
You got to transfer those. You got to see it face to face, like you know, more organic because that's money. You know what I'm saying? Involved not in today's nature, like people who haven't gambled before, they're probably gonna do that first. You know, like
a lot of these people are younger. They new to gambling and shit, and I'm new to gambling, but I still ain't fucking. They more trusting of an online system, I guess, is the best way to describe it, right? Especially when you're using Bitcoin to make your bets too, you know.
It's I guess it's anything with AI can be fishy because you don't know where it's going. You know what I'm saying? Like anytime you put money into an automated system, things you can't really see or tell. I mean, I know if you buy something and they ship it to you, that's one thing. But I'm saying, like, let's say as a business, you're running advertisements. All right, so you shot let's say I shot a music video, right? And I want to run ads on. I want to put some money into it, and it describes on these different places like how, you know, based on how much money, what your viewership is going to be and how many people are viewing it. What I'm getting at is how you know they're telling me the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to like lie with that. And then they're not physically running these ads in different places. And
you would have to be checking to make sure they were running the ads.
Right. They give you a graph. What I'm saying is they'll put numbers in front of your face, but who would say those numbers are necessarily true? You know what I mean? And I don't mean buying bots. I'm just talking about, you know, real, true advertisement. You know, I think those can be easily manipulated. Like there's no layout to say, you know, like a statement to show everything where they have graphs where they say how many people it reached and this, that, and the other. But I mean, like, you know, you'd like to know like almost cities, names of people who actually clicked it. Just
a more intricate system of checks and balances.
It could easily be hit. Just it's an algorithm. It's an automated. It's a robot, basically, like putting your ads in front of people. Some robot that they made inside the software. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what you're putting your faith in. But well, shout out to Michigan for getting gambling going. We don't have it in Louisiana yet, but we go right next door to Mississippi and put the bets down. So I'm glad y'all got some C-Nos rocking with the sports book now.
You live in Michigan, huh? I was at that game when Chris Webber traveled in the college championship. That was in New Orleans.
He still ain't over it yet.
That's an iconic game.
Oh man, damn, bro, you trying to hurt his feelings?
Well, he called time. They didn't call the travel, and then he called time out. That happened in
Chris
New Orleans.
Webber travel, and I want to I want to see if he. I'm sure that's one of those.
Oh, he traveled, but they didn't call it. Then he ran down, called timeout, and they were out of timeouts, and that's where they got fucked.
So he would have lost the ball anyway, though. He traveled,
but they didn't call it. So
right. But then he didn't. He tried.
Then he
called.
Lost. Then he called timeout, and they didn't have a timeout, so they called it.
It's messed up, because that what you're saying. If he would have scored, they would have scored right there.
Williams
got to change history forever in the rest.
20 seconds.
Well, I think they still had to win the fucking game. I mean, I think they were losing at that time by like a point or something, but they fucked up their last possession. I can't remember. I was like 9 years old. What year was this? 90? 93. Okay, I was 12 years old.
I went to the Final Four when LSU was.
Oh, Tyrus Thomas and Big Baby Davis and
no. I'm talking about in the dome in the 80s, like when
oh shit,
Chris Muhammad Abu Bakr.
That motherfucker, you didn't make it to no Final Four. Chris Jackson, Chris Jackson, Shaq, Stanley Roberts. No way.
Michigan have to bring it.
LSU only made it to the look.
You know what? It was in
yeah. So look, he traveled, then he runs down, calls timeout, and they don't have any timeouts.
You know what it was? It wasn't the Final Four.
Well, hold on. We did this for you, Higgnz.
Yeah, watch.
You gotta watch now. Now we're making you watch.
Yeah, they just showed the very beginning where it starts. It's kind of like where he traveled. It's kind of like it happens right when you put the clip on, so it's really hard to see. It already.
Right. Michigan have to bring it.
He traveled, then he dribbled. Yeah.
So you were at this game?
I was at this game.
Oh shit, we got a superstar in the building.
Yeah, I was in the dome.
That was in the dome.
The one that I went to, I think it was probably like 89.
My mom was like, I played basketball my whole life. So my mom, she's like, you want to go to the game tonight? We didn't have tickets. We just went and scalped tickets in the front. It was just me and my mom at this game. And I was like, I can remember, so I played all-star basketball. So he traveled. I said it out loud. I was like, he traveled. And then he went down and called timeout, and I didn't know at time he didn't have
the child sitting in the stands saw the travel. The referee.
Oh, and I was pretty high up there in the Superdome. I didn't have good fucking seats, bro.
The dude sitting right next to him couldn't fucking see it.
Yeah. So
well, Jerry Ruiz is shouting out the year. He remembers the year, 1993.
Yep.
So I went
fucking 90s.
To the one in the dome, and it was a game LSU won. I never forget. They won. It was like a game-winning shot. It was like 84-82 was the final score. They hit a perimeter jumper at the end of the game to win, and it was just rocking because I've been to a Saints game before that, but I've never seen it's probably the most packed I've ever been in the Superdome until the Saints era, like the Breeze era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shaq's son's playing for LSU right now. Shaquille O'Neal's son plays for LSU basketball. He's pretty tall. He's not skinny. He's pretty skinny, but he's like 6'9", 6'8". He was really good in high school, like really good. Right. And he had a heart condition. They figured out at 18 he had to have heart surgery.
Wow.
But so he's probably gonna go pro.
Jerry was a senior in 1993, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
old school.
I was 7th grade, 93.
12 years old.
7th grade, 93. Yeah, both. Yeah.
We were 6th grade. Yeah.
We were in junior high.
6th grade. Yeah.
You were the big dog.
That might have been the last year we went to school together. What came out? 92, 93 was our last year, I think.
Yeah,
8th grade year.
That was a great summer.
I know the 8th grade year was 94, 95.
Dude, I can remember that summer. It was a great summer. Beavis and Butthead and the Chronic.
Big Show graduated in 03. So we class of 99 up in here. So you were freshmen. You were fresh fish when we were the seniors, Big Show.
Snoop came out in the fall of that year. It was the summer.
The Bulls, the 93.
Oh,
the
93 Jerry representing that St. Bernard High.
That was one of some of the best.
He got that higher education over there.
Like, it was weird. It's like technology was at its peak of its organic stage, like its analog stage is what you describe it. Because you know how everything kind of went digital in the early 2000s. Like that was like the best pop culture was before everything became internet based. You know what I'm saying? Like it peaked in the 90s. I don't know. It's just hard. I think that's unmatched, and I guess it's because that was our teenage years. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
That was when the Discman. That's when we was rocking the Discman.
Oh shit!
The Walkman. Well, it was. I think you call it. No, Walkman.
Well, the Walkman was the tape player.
I'm talking about the Discman.
Yeah.
Fucking, you walk around with the
they
CD.
Still called it a Walkman, I think.
No, they called it a Discman.
They called it a Discman. In middle school, I had a Walkman. I didn't have a Discman in middle school.
Dude, they were charging.
You had a Discman in middle school?
93. Look it up. 93 Discman.
No, I'm just.
It was like $100.
You was balling. You was a rich kid.
Yeah.
So you had a Discman.
Yeah, dude.
You brought it to school.
No,
that was when.
I probably did.
That was when any movement would make.
Yeah, you used to have to
skip.
walk with it like a fucking pancake in your hand.
Right. You couldn't turn it sideways.
It wasn't like the Walkman. You could run around with. People could run and jog.
Technology got better. Then they was able to turn. Like eventually, they fixed that problem.
Well, the original Walkman was just a radio, no tape player. It was just a radio. The original Walkman.
Right. It was the. Oh no!
Dude.
Yeah, just the radio. Right.
How aggravating was that?
Yeah,
trying to flip
small.
the fucking tape, trying to
like
find
a
the
dial
song.
radio.
You'd flip the tape and run until you found the beginning of the song. That shit.
I used to love that shit. I could record off of my Walkman, so I would play I would record songs off. Yeah, I had a record button. Yeah, I got to forget in the honor roll. I had an Emerson with an EQ and a record button. So I would record 9 o'clock props. I would record the hot 8 at 8, and then I'd play it back. Yeah. I stole music. I was pirate. I was a young pirate.
I had songs. You know how like you had them tapes that you recorded the songs off the radio, and like it was like mixtapes, right? You know, before mixtapes was mixtapes. Record the song on the radio. There's still songs that I listen to this day that when the song ends, the next song that was on my mixtape from listening
comes in your head. That's
head.
A crazy memory.
It is.
That's like ingrained into your brain. But look
That's
a bit.
times we fucking listen.
Look at Big Show. I didn't know this about Big Show, bro. He graduated with Jake Long, bro. #1 draft pick for the NFL. He played football with Jake Long since 6th grade. Huh?
That's Howie's son, right?
Yeah. That's Howie's song.
What's the other one? Jake and who's the other one?
He played.
So you need that 8X over here sampling. 8X's. What's the 8X?
You need that 8 times over here sampling. Bro, you lost this.
That might be a mistype.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about, Jerry.
If anybody knows what that means, they can let us know so we can all be on the same page.
Anyway. I don't know what Jake was offensive tackle.
Right. Big ass boy.
Oh, I said quarterback. Yeah. My bad.
I think both of them. No, the other one played the D line. Is it Chad Long?
Nah, I don't know. I know Jake Long.
Big Show knows.
Yeah, offensive tackle. That's right.
I'm not a fucking football historian. I know 80s and 90s a little bit.
I don't know. Now that I got my head. Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out.
Favorite movie of the 80s? What was your favorite movie of the 80s?
We're changing up subjects. Favorite movie of the 80s?
He's trying to keep it within the lines of 80s.
From the 80s. My Weird Science, bro. I mean, it's hard to say one, but Weird Science, National Lampoon, like those are like.
The Breakfast Club was like my favorite movie for a while.
It was okay. I like Weird Science better.
Weird Science is.
I love Weird because it was a party movie, bro. I was a party guy.
The same little blonde head, little geeky kid was in both of them.
Right.
He was like in all those little.
Revenge of the Nerds was better than Weird Science, though.
Yes,
Revenge of the Nerds was good.
Weird Science is iconic.
It was just my favorite. It was just my favorite. It ain't what's the best. It's my favorite. My favorite was Weird Science. I gotta say, yeah.
But you don't really. I mean.
Favorite, dude. There's so many good.
The Karate Kid. I know it's probably nobody's favorite, but it was. I mean, it's.
It was good. It
was great.
It was.
But was that 80s or 90s?
That was 80s.
It was 80s.
Okay.
And that was
Late
early
80s.
83, 84 when the first one came
out.
Oh, Platoon. Big Show says Platoon. That's his favorite movie from the 80s.
Platoon.
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. Dope movie. Dude, Top Gun. Top Gun was cool.
Top Gun was great. License to Drive. I used to love that movie.
That was a great movie.
I own it. I own License to Drive. It's cheesy 80s shit.
It's really hard to put a favorite.
I still, when Breakfast Club is on, I still kind of stop and watch it for like.
I guess I'm saying the one I watched more than any of them was Weird Science and License to Drive, but Weird Science.
Oh, I got
one.
that Weird Science.
Yeah, that's my number one, bro.
Chet.
Yeah, Chet, bro. Because I grew up with my best friend growing up. His brother was just like a Chet, bro. Fucking Mark Nettie. He was a dickhead. He'd like slap you on the back of the head, bro. Put you in a headlock, throw you on the ground, just fuck you all up, you know.
I think we should do it this way then, because there's so much to choose from. Let's go genre, bro. Like go action movie.
I mean, if it's simple, you have to go Rambo. You have to go one of the Rambo.
Oh, Die Hard, right? I mean,
was Die Hard
That was
80?
like a late 80s.
Was it 89?
Yeah, that's gotta be 80s,
I
bro.
think Die Hard was 90.
Well, all right, like Full Metal Jacket, right? That's from the 80s, and that's a great movie. But when I was younger, I wasn't on Full Metal Jacket. I was on Weird Science, License to Drive. You see what I'm saying?
Die Hard, 1988.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna say, dude, man, you know, it's a dope movie that I think got underrated was Commando on Schwarzenegger.
Commando was good. No,
Commando.
Predator, Commando.
Gangster,
No, these were great movies.
It was more. I think it was the most underrated out of all of them because it didn't get as. I thought that thing was better than Predator. You know, I mean, and then Predator, dude, action Rocky.
Right.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go Rocky 4.
Rocky 4, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Drago. If he dies, he dies.
But that's not. It's an action movie, but not.
All right, so you want to go in action like superhero action?
Yeah, like there wasn't no guns in Rocky. You know what I mean? There wasn't no war.
I gotta put this list.
I mean, we got Terminator 1 from the 80s, right? Terminator 2 was 91, I think.
But see, Terminator, that was labeled more of a horror. That would you find Terminator in the horror section if you went to the video.
I got a little list pulled up. It'll fuck you up. The original Batman, 89 with Michael Keaton.
It was good.
That was good.
It wasn't the best, but it was good. It was cheesy.
Aliens,
a lot of that shit was cheesy.
Star Wars. Some of the Star Wars movies were in the 80s.
Yeah, I watch them now and they're kind of slow. They're not as good as they used to be for me. Like the Star Wars, I bought the collection of the 3 that came out in the 70s and 80s, and they just kind of slower than they were.
How about this movie? I love this movie, Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, that's a great movie. Love that movie. Love that movie.
That's the shit.
Oh.
That's my favorite action movie right there.
That's a great movie,
I'ma take
dude.
that one, dude. That's where they got Raiden from Mortal Kombat. That's where they got his character.
I didn't realize that.
With the hat and the lightning and he struck.
Beverly
And
Hills
he
Cop,
had
Lethal
Escape
Weapon.
from New York and shit too. So those were kind of like very similar movies,
All right,
you
so
know, with
which
Kurt
one you
Russell.
put? Which one you got? You said you got. Fuck, you got action.
Favorite action movie from the 80s? Shit, man.
Big
Gotta
Trouble
make-
in Little China.
I gotta make a decision.
I watched it not long ago.
That's why.
Full Metal Jacket that's action.
I didn't.
But fuck,
Right
it's
after
hard,
the
man.
dude gets right after the dude blows his brains out, I turn it. The
Well, they
movie
go-
gets whacked.
they go to
after that.
war.
Mortal
I
Jacket
mean-
was more. Yeah, it was like.
It was drama. Yeah, it was
like,
drama.
It was depressing. Like it was really about the shell.
It's Rambo. It's Rambo. Rambo's my favorite. Rambo. Even though Sylvester Stallone, fuck you.
You know, I didn't see a lot of Rambo.
I know you're never gonna watch this shitty ass
I didn't see a
podcast.
lot of Rambo.
Fuck you.
Well, a lot of these movies.
Oh,
Remember the cable
fuck
had
you,
it on a
huh?
lot with the different movies. Like Rambo never went on HBO. You know what I'm saying? I think Rambo was a Showtime.
That was a Showtime on cinema,
And
right?
I never had them. I had HBO, so I never really got to see any of the Rambo movies. Like,
Oh, here's one. Here's one that we didn't mention. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's fun.
That's a good one.
That's comedy.
That's up there.
That's a
Time
comedy.
at Ridgemont High.
That's Claremont High. That's
Claremont High.
the guy from
Ridgemont, right.
Well, yeah, it's Ridgemont, but I lived in the town in San Diego. That was Claremont
Hold
High
on.
School. The
Time
guy who
out.
wrote
I'm
that
about
story,
to bring
that
one
movie.
back that I don't realize how we missed this one. The Goonies.
I was thinking Goonies, but when we were talking, we brought up favorite of all time.
Right.
Like,
And none of us said Goonies
Goonies, but
because
it was
Goonies
in
isn't
that-
my favorite. It's not on my list.
All right, good. All right, so check it.
Oh, good call, Big Show. Bloodsport. That's 80s?
Fucking right.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Damn.
Bloodsport's one of the dopest movies to come out the
You're
80s,
right,
for
bro.
sure.
That's like
Salute the fucking Big
that
Show.
would be a sports movie, technically. If you're gonna put that's like Rocky, you gotta put that up there with Rocky. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was Bloodsport, it was still a sport. That
Frank Duke.
Dude, when they fucking took the glass, when they fought with the glass, bro.
It was more epic
Hold on.
because it was like Kumite, and yeah, I mean Rocky was just the same people against each other.
And then
you know?
based on a true story about the dude, Bloodsport was based on a true
I didn't
American
know
named
that.
Frank Duke.
Right?
No,
No,
That had
it's
the quickest knockout in the history of the
Of, like,
Kumite or whatever.
kickboxing,
Yeah, over
whatever it
there
is.
in that underground shit,
Wow.
like 7 seconds or something.
The one part in that movie that gets me is remember when he was working on the split, training to do splits,
Yeah.
and they fucking tied his legs to
Ah,
the tree,
yeah.
bro, and he would pull on them. Oh, God. Woo, woo. That's like nails on the chalkboard. All right, comedy. Go ahead.
Oh man, I don't know.
You said you like your comedy was the
I mean, Weird Science is a comedy.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, comedy. So, man, remember the Naked Gun movies?
Yeah, those are ridiculous.
Those were crazy. That was like over the top funny, you know.
Speaking of over the top, I just clicked on a comment over the top. The arm wrestling movie. That was a bad movie though. It was
I like
it
Over
was
the Top.
entertaining.
I like
I
Over the-
watched it later. It's a bad movie. I got a thing with Sylvester Stallone, man.
Hold on. I'm about to turn my hat backwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
Didn't he want them get their arm broken, bro?
Somebody probably broke their arm in that movie.
Oh, he broke my arm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they went to like the little fucking
He
ballroom
slammed
diner
him
or something.
something.
Yeah. He's like, I
no,
don't know.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse was fly, dude.
Roadhouse is good. That's a good
Rest
movie.
in peace, Patrick Swayze.
Yeah. Oh,
True player.
Swayze.
Oh, you dude's fucking.
How many times you saw
dude's
Dirty
blessed
Dancing?
Patrick Swayze's grave
How
over
many times
here.
you watched Dirty Dancing?
A couple.
I couldn't tell you how many times. I couldn't count.
A couple.
I could.
You never watched it?
I watched
never got into
watched
no Dirty
Roadhouse a
Dancing,
lot
though.
more than that. How about this? I didn't find this out till like later on in life. Patrick Swayze had a fucking song. She's Gone with the Wind. Did you know that was his song? She's like the wind.
Oh,
Yeah. I knew that was his song. I
I didn't know that till like
Yeah.
I was in my 30s. I was like, this dude did it
that
all.
song was pimp too, bro.
It still plays. It still plays.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a pass. Y'all can have it.
If I'm in the car and I'm alone and it comes on,
So is this your
I mean,
favorite 80s fucking dance movie?
if I'm in the
Is
I
that-
can't
is
let
that our
nobody,
new
you know what I'm saying?
category?
I got a imaged up hole, but if I'm in the car and that shit
Oh,
comes
we grown
on,
men here.
I mean, out of respect for his talent,
Okay.
I'm like, because you think of Patrick Swayze as an actor first,
right.
but you don't think of this motherfucker as a hit musician
Right.
who's able to. It's like that's hard to do, bro.
But dude, they had them them epic like ballads in the 80s for movies.
He fucking
That
finally
always
had to get
that-
unlucky.
Cheesy.
like Karate Kid's ballad, bro. With the
No, dude, hold on, bro. I like the Karate Kid.
the ballad.
Fucking,
It's like dude from Chicago sings it. I can't.
I like some of the songs. Dun, Cruel Summer. You know that song, Cruel Summer? Put it on right now.
Hold on.
Cruel
We're
Summer.
gonna get kicked off.
We ain't gonna get kicked
Well,
off,
no,
but
it'll
the
shut,
upload.
Yeah, no, it'll stop.
Have we did
It'll
anything
cut us off
yet?
the Facebook feed. That's probably why we were losing people because we were playing.
We play
copyrighted
Carlin?
shit.
Is it? You think that's
The name of the
copyright
band
shit.
is Bananarama. Cruel Summer.
Yeah, we can't play that.
Hold on,
I
hold
think
on.
you can, as long as you don't play the actual play.
What's
the
the
music,
other
You
song?
might not catch it.
What's the other song? The iconic song in
I know
Karate Kid. The one
where I can't think of the name of. It's the lead singer from that old rock band, that soft rock band, Chicago. And when I made the clip for the when we were talking about Cobra Kai, it's in that. There's a little piece.
Okay, I believe y'all. Well, look.
All right, so here we go. Horror movie.
Oh, I thought we were on dance movie.
Oh, okay. They had
Footloose.
Footloose is my. If we're gonna go dance movie, I'm gonna go Footloose.
I'm going Dirty Dancing. Fuck Footloose. I never liked that movie. I hated Kevin Bacon.
No, it's whack. It's a
That
whack ass
fucking
movie.
movie.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to redact and go Dirty Dancing too, bro.
You gotta go with that.
I sound like I'm just trying to.
All right, horror.
I was waiting for y'all to say it first, bro.
Horror movie.
Whew. I'm gonna have to go with Nightmare on Elm Street.
Which one?
The first one.
That's the one with Johnny Depp in it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nightmare.
That's
the first Nightmare.
That's the
on Elm
one
Street.
that really, I don't know. It just
3 and 4 were pretty
was
good.
Was The Exorcist in?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
that was
Oh, that's
70s.
70s.
70s. I know Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
That was a scary ass movie.
That was scary.
That was a
too.
little weird. That little chick died.
Shout out Jack Attack. What's good,
she
homie?
died making the third one. She died during the making of the third Poltergeist, which I think that
The
came out
Shining. That's
early
70s.
Yeah, late 70s. Stephen King.
80s versus 90s.
Hold on, dude.
No, it's not 80s versus 90s.
I'm jumping back. I have to.
Okay.
Karate Kid. That's the soundtrack. You ever worked out to the? You're the best around.
Yeah.
That's the song.
Yeah.
No one's ever gonna keep you down.
Yeah.
That shit's hot right now.
Yeah.
Still,
I know.
you put that shit on right now. You about to be like, he's about to fucking crane kick that bitch. He's about to kill it, bro. Look.
That was funny about the Cobra Kai thing. That was the argument, like as an illegal kick. So Johnny says you only beat me because an illegal kick, and they still debate over whether.
Paul, what are we saving this CBD for Christmas? What are we doing?
Roll up.
Fuck, man.
What's about that time, bro? We getting close, so it's about time to wrap this shit up.
We didn't even hit the 90s. We gotta have to do another one, bro.
Yeah, it's 3:45, so we got to.
All right, so horror. You got your horror?
Yeah, Freddy. I like Freddy better than Jason. Johnny Depp, Freddy, the first one. 3.
Yeah, Freddy.
I like Freddy. The Nightmare on Elm Street 3
Freddy
and
all the
4.
way.
Those were yeah.
Fred, I still have nightmares of fucking Freddy Krueger, bro.
I'm done having nightmares about him.
I bought the little Freddy fucking claw for one Halloween. One Halloween.
I was
expensive.
The first Halloween I ever got to dress up as was like 7th grade, and I went as Freddy. I had the mask and a flannel and the hat. I didn't have the claw.
It's very weird. Like I said, I still every once in a while I'll have some dream about fucking Freddy, bro. Still to this day.
It didn't sound
Blair
like
Witch.
You said fucking
That's
Freddy.
Blair Witch is 90s. Was that 90s? That might have been 2000s.
Oh no, I'm not.
I went and seen Blair Witch
That's
with you.
what you said. I have dreams about fucking Freddy.
Oh shit! Pause.
You sick bastard.
How about it came out in 1990? It came out in 90.
It was a 90s.
Yeah,
whack.
Higgins is a Stephen King
I'm
fucking
a Stephen
fanboy.
King. I love Stephen.
That movie was whack.
What with the new one?
The
You didn't like the old one?
I didn't like him.
Man,
Jack Attack loves horror movies. He loves horrorcore, screamo music.
Now, hold on. Stephen King movie, I will give credit to Pet Sematary.
Oh,
that was a fucked up little
the
movie.
second one with the kid from Terminator 2.
Yeah, but he was in the first one. That was the first
Wolfie,
one.
hey Wolfie.
That was man.
The Rottweiler. When the little kid got smoked by the 18-wheeler in front of the house.
Yeah.
That's part 1?
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, Pet Sematary?
Yeah.
No, I think that come out in the 90s.
Pet Cemetery is a fucked up movie.
But I'm just saying Stephen King.
I'd like to watch that one back.
King.
I watched that a couple. Oh, my brother. Candyman is
that's a 90s.
That's a good one. Candyman's a good one. Yeah, well, Jack Attacks, he's younger, so he's giving us his 90s shit.
That's a whole. We ain't even finished. We just tapped into the 80s.
Right.
We ain't even dug into
Jack, you fucking us up.
Dude, this could be a whole.
You came late, Jack. We fucking about to wrap it up.
You can make a whole podcast just about the 80s itself. So much shit to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And we could have prepared better. We could have a list and shit.
It's his fault. I had topics.
Yeah, he fucked everything up.
It's his fault.
We got some UFC. We got UFC coming up Saturday. We got Super Bowl Sunday.
Big sports weekend.
Yeah. Anybody got you looking at Overeem Volkov? You looked at that card at all?
Yeah, I looked at the card, Michael Johnson, and me and you kind of discussed Benil.
He's on Benny. I'm on Benny.
Well,
Benny's gonna win again.
On ESPN Plus.
I'm on Benny and Overeem. It'll be on. Yeah, it's a free card. It'll be on ESPN
Staying
Plus.
away from the Overeem fight.
The golden age of slasher. Amen to that. That's when slasher films were spawned.
Was the shit. Dude, Chainsaw
Massacre is the inaugural slasher film, though, right? That's The
Pretty much.
Godfather.
Or, nah, you gotta say that. You could go back to fuck. You can go back before that. What that
Let's
was,
go,
Psycho?
Benny and Reem. Jack knows what's up.
Remember the movie?
Jack's on Benny and
Classic
Reem.
horror, Psycho. I think that was your original slasher film.
Michael Bay.
Isn't Psycho with Norman Bates or whatever?
Yep.
That's your original slasher film.
What's that fucking movie where she locks the Misery? Y'all ever seen Misery?
I think that's another 90s.
You were the one who
I tell
told.
you.
That's a fucked up movie, bro.
I read
That
the book.
movie's trash, dude. Fuck that. That movie makes you feel weird, bro. I ain't watching that shit
Yeah,
again, dude.
that was
Fuck.
they didn't do Stephen King's a lot of justice in his movies. They didn't spend a lot of money. Big blockbuster, they didn't do it. Like even it went straight to like ABC.
Oh shit, Jack Attack with the brick.
Godfather. That's what I'm looking at. Oh,
Well, no,
it's-
Jack Attack's coming from across the pond, and he's saying the Godfather of slasher film, and I'll trust him, is
it's
Peeping Tom, 1960. I don't even know how you fucking know that, Jack.
He's a movie guru.
The world wasn't ready for it. Ruined the director's career. Where can we watch it, Jack?
ahead of his time.
I'm sure it's pretty cheesy if you tried to get into it, but that at the time that was like shock value. You know, that's Faces of Death in 1960. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's the shock value that probably had to it.
Everybody check out Jack Attack MMA if you want to go check out some MMA contact. Jack Attack makes prediction videos. Y'all head on over to his YouTube if you want to learn a little bit about the sport, maybe get some bets. Jack's got all kinds of things going over there. So shout out
to
Jack.
Thanks for coming in.
2 Cents, Big Show, Dawn. We had a lot of people come
He
through.
Jizzle came through and commented. Mr. Jerry Ruiz came and commented. Keisha.
Yeah, Keisha.
In the
Shout out to
beginning, y'all
Keisha. There's
come
always a
back
Keisha in there.
anytime. So anytime we do the show, it actually gets uploaded in archived in YouTube. And where I actually after this, I'll do these live shows. I'm gonna find some of the best conversations that we had out of here, take it out and edit it and make a funny meme style video to it. If you haven't seen any of them yet.
Yeah,
So-
check out Higgnz edits, man. They're good when he puts them clips together.
Right. It's hilarious. I'll show you the last one. We get off of that. Like, he brought up Blair Witch. That's like 99, huh? Blair Witch.
I don't know.
That's the 90s talk.
They robbed
Man,
everybody.
we gotta do this again.
All right, well, thanks for our guest,
Coming
Marky
in.
Mark, for
Check
sliding
out
through.
80's Baby 90s shirt available on teespring.com right now. So
Shout out to 3090 Threads, Lil Cuz. We got some artwork and some music coming. We've been in the lab mixing some shit up, so
music videos.
stay
coming soon.
tuned.
New
I know y'all
songs
waiting on
coming
that Mecca 2. The Mecca 2's coming, so just know that it's coming. But I'm gonna hit you upside the motherfucking head with the bitch. I don't want, it's just gonna be like bam, Mecca 2's there, So you're gonna wake up one morning and it's gonna be in your ears.
We're working on something golden right now. So
Appreciate you, Jack Attack. Y'all take care. Peace out from the Higgnz Lounge.
peace. Later.
Later.